a bird brain, this is exactly what we mean. When we say that you are male identified, this is exactly what we mean.
An industry plant except B. Simone. Can y'all help me understand why she's still in my timeline?
I love you.
I love you too.
B. Simone would have had me crashing out so bad on that podcast, they wouldn't even air that shit.
I have a job, living with my parents, a single mom. All this happened to me this past year.
Jesus.
And then it's like to not have resentment in my heart towards you.
B. Simone can't catch a break, and now the internet's calling her out like never before. After her latest viral meltdown, social media is asking one question: is B. Simone just misunderstood? Or is she the most desperate pick-me in the game? Screenshots, reaction videos, and messy Twitter threads are everywhere. One day, she's preaching self-love and manifesting the perfect man. The next, she's on IG Live, crying over her DMs, thirsting after blue-check rappers, and spilling every detail for clout. TikTok drama pages are clowning her side-by-side edits of her Queen Energy posts vs. her Why Am I Still Single rants. Fans are torn. Is B. Simone showing real vulnerability, or just chasing attention with every overshare? Is she the voice of a new generation of women, or the ultimate pick-me, saying anything to stay relevant and get a man's approval? Meanwhile, B. Simone fires back, calling her haters miserable and swearing she's just living her truth. But receipts keep leaking and the mess only grows. Will she ever win the internet back? Or is this the downfall of B. Simone's brand for good? Stay tuned, because the next twist could turn the whole pick-me narrative upside down. B. Simone's rise to fame was never quiet. She started out as the ultimate hustler, posting comedy skits on Instagram, grinding out stand-up sets.
Everybody thinks that, oh, because you're connected to this person, then your life is just as grand as theirs, or you got
it, or they helping you.
Baby, didn't have a job, living with my parents, a single mom. All this happened to me this past year.
Jesus.
And then it's like to not have resentment in my heart towards you, because I saw you do this for other people. I saw you give a check to somebody to help them through whatever they went through. And it's like, God, like, nobody didn't give me a handout, but guess what? That wasn't your responsibility. God had to take me through that for my own season, for my own thing. I had to get my car repossessed.
Jesus.
I had to go through the food stamps line. I had to be on Medicaid, because whatever I'm building my story too. But it's like, as a friend, somebody who has it, it's hard to digest.
But we cannot put nothing past B. Simone. For you guys who do not know, B. Simone is...
and building a loyal following with her signature confidence and big personality. She called herself the Manifest Queen, always speaking her dream life into existence. Her tagline? Baby girl, a catchphrase that became a viral meme almost overnight. But B. Simone wasn't just funny. She was everywhere, hosting Wild and Out, launching a beauty line, even writing a book. She preached self-love and manifesting your perfect man, telling fans to never settle, always level up, and never chase after a man who wouldn't chase you back. For a while, the internet ate up, fans quoting her, brands booking her, and celebrities sliding into her comments with fire emojis. But the glow-up had cracks from day one. Every time B. Simone posted a motivational video, haters came for her fake deep advice. The plagiarism scandal over her self-help book went viral. She was accused of copying other writers' work, and critics dragged her for selling dreams without living them. Even some of her day ones started questioning her brand. Still, B. Simone stayed in the spotlight, doubling down on her queen energy. She filmed YouTube vlogs about her dating standards, turning her single life into content, swearing she wouldn't date a 9-to-5 man, demanding high-value suitors, and claiming, "If you're not manifesting with me, you're not for me." But in 2023, the internet's mood shifted. Her Instagram lives got more raw and emotional. She'd preach self-worth 1 minute, then get caught thirsting over rapper DMs or crying on TikTok about being single the next. Clips went viral. B. Simone, hair a mess, venting about why men don't choose women like me. She'd say, "I'm just honest." But fans started calling it desperate. Some called her a pick-me, accusing her of doing and saying anything for male attention and social clout. That's when the pick-me accusations blew up. Twitter threads dissected every interview, every post lining up her manifest brand against her public heartbreaks and sudden switches in energy. TikTok creators made whole series out of her contradictions. B. Simone says don't chase men, then posts screenshots chasing men. She's about queen energy, but always drags other women for male approval. Her haters said she was the final boss of pick-me's, the kind of influencer who'll switch her story, drag other women, or spill any secret just to trend for a night, but her fans pushed back. They said she was just being real, showing vulnerability, owning her flaws, and being a voice for women who feel unseen in a dating scene that's brutal and fake. In the middle of the drama, B. Simone went on the offensive, posting teary-eyed rants about miserable people who can't handle her truth, and clapping back at the mean girls calling her desperate. She swore she wasn't changing for anybody, but the receipts kept coming. Screenshots leaked of B. Simone deeming famous men after swearing she was done dating in the industry. Podcasts surfaced where she'd switch up her story depending on the guest. And on IG Live, she admitted, "Sometimes I just want to feel wanted." With every new post, the debate got louder. Is B. Simone a modern-day pick-me, or is she just exposing the double standard every woman faces online? Has she lost control of her own narrative, or is she about to flip the script one more time and shock the world? Either way, one thing's for sure, B. Simone is the most talked about woman in influencer drama right now, and the next move could make or break her brand forever. The pressure on B. Simone finally reached a boiling point the night her private DMs went public. It started as a shady tweet from a blue-check rapper. "Some of y'all manifesting queens just be manifesting in my inbox every night."
This is exactly
the internet
what we mean.
instantly
When we
knew
say
who he
that
meant.
you are
Within minutes,
male-identified,
screenshots appeared
this
B.
is
Simone's
exactly what we
messages,
mean. Industry plan
flirty and
except B.
forward.
Simone.
Timestamp
Can y'all
just
help me
hours after
understand
she
why
posted a Love Yourself,
she's still in my timeline?
Don't Chase Nobody video on Instagram. Fans were ruthless. Not B. Simone telling us to wait for a king, but sliding in every rapper's DMs for attention. Pick me energy at DEFCON 1. TikTok went wild with side-by-side edits B. Simone's motivational rants on the left, her thirsty messages on the right. Meme pages started dropping Pick Me Olympics videos, crowning her the gold medalist. It wasn't just men clowning her. Either women flooded the comments, some defending her right to shoot her shot, others calling her out as a fraud. But B. Simone didn't hide. Instead, she went live, face streaked with tears, voice raw. "You know what? I'm tired of the fake love and the judgment. Y'all want me to be perfect, but then you drag me for being real. I admitted I get lonely. I want to be loved. Who doesn't? Does that make me a pick-me? Or just human?" For a second, the internet actually paused. Some people felt for her, dropping support and sharing their own stories of heartbreak and chasing the wrong love. Others weren't buying it, saying, "If you're so real, stop contradicting yourself for views." That's when the real mess started. One of her former friends leaked group chat messages showing B. Simone talking about how staying single is my brand, but these men ain't loyal. In another, she bragged about flipping heartbreak into viral content. "Girl, the tears are real, but the algorithm loves it. I'll cry on TikTok all night if it keeps the bag coming." Receipts exploded. Across the timeline, podcast hosts dropped old audio clips where B. Simone admitted she'd say anything to keep her name hot. Twitter sleuths dug up deleted posts where she dragged other women for being too available for men, only to be caught doing the same thing herself. Suddenly, the debate wasn't just about pick-me energy. It was about authenticity, hustle, and what influencers owe their audience. Is it wrong to chase clout if you're honest about it? Can you claim self-love if you're privately desperate for validation? The backlash grew uglier by the hour. A rival influencer posted a TikTok calling B. Simone the blueprint for desperation, accusing her of setting women back with every overshare and viral meltdown. Other creators stitched a video, sharing their own pick-me confessions or doubling down on the need for women to keep it real, even if it hurts. That's when the first twist landed, one that nobody saw coming. A celebrity gossip site posted an anonymous tip. B. Simone wasn't just deeming rappers for love, she'd allegedly pitched a reality dating show, Pick Me No More to 2 major streaming platforms. The leaked pitch deck was brutal. Each episode would follow B. Simone as she rebrands from pick me to power player, publicly confronting the men who ghosted her, facing her critics, and letting the internet decide if she's real, fake, or just a genius at playing the game. The internet lost its mind. Was B. Simone trolling everyone for attention, setting up her next big bag? Had she turned her own scandal into a viral money move, outplaying her haters and proving she's unbothered by the noise? Suddenly, even her biggest critics were questioning if she was a victim, a mastermind, or both. Fans started speculating, is B. Simone just reflecting the wild, toxic reality of dating in 2024? Or is she exposing how influencers weaponize every tear, DM, and clapback for clicks and checks? Her ex-friends called her out for selling her soul. Brand partners quietly pulled back sponsorships. But streaming services? They started a bidding war for the Pick Me No More pilot. One thing was clear. B. Simone wasn't going away. Quietly, the Pick Me accusations only made her more famous, and her next move on or off camera was about to take the conversation to a whole new level. The second word got out about B. Simone's Pick Me No More reality show. The internet split like never before. Blogs posted leaked casting calls. Gossip accounts leaked voice notes of B. Simone pitching producers, swearing, "I'm not running from the Pick Me label, I'm about to own it and flip the whole narrative." In the first week, streaming platforms started teasing the show's pilot. B. Simone sitting on a plush pink couch, facing a panel of viral critics, influencers, YouTubers, even one of her old flings, all ready to grill her on camera. Clips went viral. Do you really want love, or do you just want attention? If the DMs never leaked, would you have ever admitted you're lonely? The trailer was pure chaos. B. Simone crying 1 minute, clapping back the next, and roasting the trolls who spent months calling her thirsty. And as soon as the trailer dropped, the culture war hit overdrive. Celebrities picked sides. A-list actresses posted, "I'm Team B, let her be human" stories. Rappers who'd clowned her suddenly went silent or even DM support privately, afraid of ending up as the next viral segment. Other influencers made their own Pick Me confessions, trying to ride the wave and own their own thirst for validation, but the backlash was ugly too. Hashtag Pick Me No More trended on Twitter, but so did hashtag Pick Me Forever, as critics claimed the show was rewarding desperation and turning vulnerability into currency. Some women's podcasts called the whole thing a step backward, fuel for men who'd rather clown than understand real female struggle. Others argued B. Simone was just exposing how everybody, men and women, have moments where they pick someone over themselves for fear of being alone. Then the internet started digging deeper. Reddit threads compared B. Simone's viral journey to other female creators. Why do women get labeled pick me for showing heartbreak, while men get celebrated for being open about wanting love? Is pick me just another way to silence loud, emotional, or unapologetically vulnerable women? A viral Twitter thread put it bluntly. We call her desperate, but we all want to be seen. Who's the real pick me, the girl crying on IG, or the trolls watching every move for the next viral fail? Meanwhile, celebrity reactions got even messier. Megan Good tweeted, "Normalize changing your mind. Manifesting today. Heartbroken. Tomorrow it's called being real." Saweetie posted, "If y'all really don't care, why does everyone tune in?" B. Simone stays winning. But a popular male comedian posted a TikTok. B. Simone, the only woman who could make me feel single in a crowd, pick me energy through the roof. Then the big twist, a hacker leaked DMs from one of B. Simone's biggest online haters, an influencer who'd spent months clowning her pick me antics. The DMs showed the influencer privately begging for collabs, offering to fake beef for clicks, and even thirsting over the same blue check rappers. The internet went wild. So everyone's a pick me when the cameras are off. Who's the real fraud, the woman crying on live, or the ones acting like they'd never do the same? B. Simone seized the moment. She posted a new trailer for the show's second episode. "This week, I sit down with my biggest pick me critic and we both spill secrets. Tune in and find out if you can ever really judge someone for wanting to be chosen." Fan wars exploded. Some said she'd weaponized her shame and made herself untouchable. Nobody could clown her if she owned it first. Others said the whole thing was toxic. This is why nobody trusts influencers anymore. Everything is just a cloud game. But even her haters had to admit, Simone had done the impossible. She'd taken one of the internet's harshest insults and spun it into a viral movement, a money-making machine, and a cultural conversation about women, dating, and honesty that nobody could ignore. Meanwhile, streaming platforms dropped numbers, record-breaking views, insane engagement, and a waiting list for season 2. Other influencers started pitching their own Own Your Flaws reality shows, and just as the internet started to cool off, the show's finale teaser dropped. A panel of men, some EXCs, some trolls, some viral stars facing Simone with the rawest questions of all. Would you still chase love if nobody was watching? If you could choose anyone, would you pick yourself? The stage was set for a final, culture-shifting twist. Would Simone prove she was more than a pick-me, or was the real message that, deep down, everyone wants to be chosen by someone? The finale of Pick Me No More was the most watched and most controversial reality TV moment of the year. As the credits rolled, Twitter was already ablaze. TikTok went into overdrive, and every group chat and podcast had only one topic. Did Simone just expose the truth about pick-me culture, or just cash in on her own drama? Fans were divided, and nobody held back. Team Simone claimed she was a trailblazer, turning shame into strength, forcing the world to admit that everyone wants to be chosen, and that pick-me is just a new word for vulnerable. Critics called her the queen of clout, insisting she'd made it impossible to know when she was real and when she was just playing for the camera. Instagram stories filled up with memes, confessionals, and wild takes. Y'all call her desperate, but who hasn't sent a risky DM at 2 am? The real pick-me energy is pretending you're above wanting love. Raise your hand if you judged her, then caught yourself hoping someone would pick you too. On TikTok, a new wave of creators launched a hashtag #PickMe challenge, posting their own embarrassing thirst stories, awkward DMs, and moments when they put themselves out there and got clowned for it. Suddenly, the internet was flooded with honesty. Influencers crying on camera, admitting to chasing validation, men sharing times they got ghosted or tried too hard to impress a crush, couples reacting to old pick-me moments, laughing and roasting each other. Celebrities weighed in, some inspired, some salty. Saweetie posted, "Owning your thirst is the new confidence. If you want it, shoot your shot." A famous actor shared, "Imagine clowning someone for wanting love, like you never been lonely." A viral relationship expert tweeted, Simone broke the internet by doing what men have done forever, making heartbreak content. The real question is why we're so quick to call women desperate for doing the same, but not everyone was. Celebrating, a popular feminist author slammed the show. Turning the pain of female loneliness into spectacle isn't empowerment, it's exploitation. Men's podcasts ranted, "Women always say they don't need us, but then make shows about wanting to be chosen." Pick-me culture wins again. Even other influencers started picking sides. Some called for more vulnerability online. Others called for a total cloud detox, swearing off sharing anything personal for views. Meanwhile, reality TV producers and streamers rejoiced. Pick-me No More broke viewership records. Studios greenlit a wave of copycat shows, Own Your Mess, Cringe Queens, and Confessions of a Serial Deemer. In the culture, something real was happening. DMs flooded with people owning up to their own pick-me moments, seeking validation, or reconnecting with old flames. Mental health advocates started using Simone's story as a conversation starter. Why do we shame people for wanting to be chosen? On college campuses, students debated if the pick-me label was ever fair, or just another way to shame women and men for being human. The twist: Simone posted a final video. No tears, no filters. Maybe we're all pick-me sometimes. Maybe the real shame is pretending we're not. If you're still judging, ask yourself why it bothers you so much to see someone else want what you want too. The comments exploded, some angry, some inspired, all hungry for the next big debate. But then came the cliffhanger. B. Simone teased a new project this time. A documentary featuring interviews with the internet's most hated women, male influencers caught up in dating scandals, and even critics who'd once called her desperate. This isn't the end. If you thought pick me was a dirty word, wait till you see what we all admit to on camera next. Suddenly, the conversation was bigger than one influencer. It was about all of us, the games we play, and how social media turned everyone into a contestant. And with the next twist already teased, one thing was certain. Nobody wanted to miss what came next. Just when you thought B. Simone had told it all, she hit the internet with a confession nobody saw coming. Her new teaser dropped at midnight. No makeup, no production, just her, sitting in her kitchen, phone camera shaking as thousands tuned in live. Y'all want the truth? I'll give it to you. I played into the pick me label because it kept me trending, but every time I leaned in, every time I cried online, part of me hated myself for needing strangers to see me, validate me, pick me. And I know I'm not alone. All of us, me, the trolls, the haters, even the ones clowning me for wanting a man or performing. We're all curating our pain for clicks, for love, for attention. Maybe I was the pick me queen, but y'all crowned me, then watched every single episode. Within minutes, her confession was everywhere: blogs, news shows, reaction channels. Some called it brave, others called it the ultimate manipulation. But one thing was clear: nobody could look away. The world debated non-stop. Was B. Simone finally being honest, or was this just a new level of influencer game? Are we all pick-me's now, addicted to digital applause and public heartbreak? Or did B. Simone just shatter the illusion that authenticity and attention can never be separated on the internet? Meanwhile, other creators started dropping their own late-night confessions, admitting to deeming crushes, scripting vulnerable moments, and writing viral hate for money. A viral TikTok said, "The real pick-me era is here," and we're all contestants. Podcasts spent hours unpacking the moments, some saying B. Simone finally broke the matrix, others warning it was just a new hustle. Mental health advocates reminded everyone that being seen and chosen is a human need, not something to shame. Then the culture war got wilder. B. Simone's team teased the first clips of her upcoming documentary one-on-one interviews with former villains of the internet, women branded as homewreckers, attention seekers, too much, men dragged for being too soft, too desperate, too emotional, even ex-trolls who confessed to hating B. Simone only because they saw themselves in her. The teaser ended with a final, chilling question on screen. If you knew your most desperate moment would go viral, would you live differently? Fans and critics alike flooded the comments. What would the internet do if there were no more pick-me's to laugh at? Who's performing? And who's surviving? But the biggest cliffhanger of all, B. Simone went silent after her confession. No new posts, no stories, no teasers, just an empty feed and a countdown clock for the documentary premiere. The culture was left buzzing, restless, and divided. Had B. Simone finally outplayed the internet, or had she just shown everyone the mirror? One thing was clear: the pick-me debate wasn't over. It was only getting deeper, more honest, and way more viral, and the next episode, whether on camera or in the comments, would be even messier. Alright, now it's your turn. Do you think B. Simone was being real, or was her confession just the latest influencer move? Have you ever caught yourself playing pick-me, hoping to be chosen, online or off? And what do you really think? Is the pick-me label just another way to shame people for wanting love and attention? Or is it a sign that something's broken in our digital world? Drop your wildest opinions in the comments. Are we all pick-me's now? Or is B. Simone still in a league of her own? Would you want your most desperate moment to go viral? Or would you do anything to keep it private? And who should B. Simone interview next for her documentary? Another influencer? A troll? A celebrity with secrets? Like this video if you want more honesty on the internet. And subscribe right now because the countdown is on for B. Simone's next chapter. And you already know the drama's only going to get wilder. Hit the bell so you don't miss the documentary drop when those interviews start airing. You'll want to be the first to react, debate, and maybe even confess your own story. Let's blow up the comments. Can you spot real vulnerability online, or does everything feel like a performance? What advice would you give to someone caught up in the pick-me cycle? And would you rather be chosen or choose yourself? Stay tuned because the pick-me story is just getting started, and your voice is part of the drama now.